Hey guys, my name is Michael. I'm a secondary school math teacher who has expertise in helping students with learning disabilities. In this video, I'm going to share a formula for students with autism to improve their grade in mathematics. That's right, I called it a formula because every time when students follow the tips that I'm going to share in this video, they saw the improvements in their grade. Especially at the end of the video, I'm going to share the secret sauce to become successful in mathematics. So make sure you watch the video until the end. So if you're the parents, you want to help your children out in a way that eventually they can get to where they want to be, right? And so to do that, you gotta know the shortcut and the obstacles along the way. And for the parents who have children with autism, we can be a great facilitators who help children to get from A to B. So it's really important to know what is the shortcut and what is the secret sauce in studying mathematics. Although as a parent, I'm not the one who study, especially our kids who have autism, we need to facilitate our kids' learning. So that's why we must understand these kind of concepts. So let's talk a little bit about the mathematics as a subject itself. So math is a bit different from other subjects such as English, history, or science. And here's why. For those subjects such as English, history, and science, you can memorize it, study a lot within a short period of time, and get a good grade. But with mathematics, that's not going to work. There are so many different types of questions in mathematics. You can't just study within a short period of time and get a good grade. In addition to that, math is all about the application of concept. And so memorization doesn't work. What students must do is to develop a good studying habit so then students can have this brain muscle for math. To give you an example, I have learned Taekwondo for 10 years when I was young. I don't train anymore, but every time when I go to the gym, I know how to kick. Although if I really want to become like sharp at kicking, I might have to practice quite a bit again. But I would know how to do spinning heel kick and roundhouse kick and etc. So for the maths, it is exactly the same. Not just for the exam, but in the real life situation, once the students put the work, later on in the future, the students can apply those concepts even though they're not doing studies every day when they become adult. And that is why it's so important to develop that daily habit of studying maths every day, even if it is 30 minutes. So that is tip number one. The second thing that we're going to be talking about is the correct sequence of learning. So in maths, there is an effective way to start the lesson and practice the concept and then make it to your own knowledge and skill. The way that we do this is first, you want to focus on students' conceptual understanding, and then you want to move on to exercise type of questions, and then lastly, you want to lead them to the application kind of questions. So I'll give you an example. Let's say we're doing 2-digit number addition and subtraction. Conceptual understanding will be 12 plus 10. There are going to be 12 shapes and 10 shapes. Once you combine these shapes, you're gonna have 22 shifts in total. So that is sort of like conceptual understanding. Method can be also part of conceptual understanding. So for 12 plus 10, you're gonna write it vertically, and then in between the number, you're gonna draw a line, and then you're gonna be doing single digit calculation. So that is conceptual understanding. Exercise type of question is the star 1 question, easy questions. So students simply solve 2-digit number addition and subtraction. Here's the following. Lastly, application question is you actually using that concept to solve real world problem. Here's an example. A photographer takes 34 photographs in a day. She takes 13 in the morning and 12 in the afternoon. She takes the rest of the photographs in the evening. How many photographs does she take in the evening? So this is the example that students have to use 2-digit subtraction to solve the real world problems. Lastly, let's talk about reasons, mathematical reasoning. This is the most important part. While students are practicing the question, what they should focus on is not the score that they get, it's the reasoning. Every single question, there must be working. How did you drive the answer? What is your mathematical reasoning for the answer that you provided? In that way, by thinking about this, by practicing with coming up with the reasons, students can actually develop their way of solving the questions, right? So when they have to solve problems in the real life or in the exam situation, it's not like they memorize the answer. They can recall the method. And that's how the method that they have learned and practiced can be applied to so many different types of questions. And that is why I'm emphasizing that math is all about the daily practices. So during the practices, in the classroom or while doing the homework, I encourage students to make mistakes as much as possible, because the goal is to find out what is my current understanding, what am I missing. So that is really important. And here's the secret sauce that I said I'll share. 99% of the time, the question that students get it correct for the first time, they will get that question correct in the future, 99%. However, the question that students get incorrect with the first attempt, these are the ones that students want to revise before the exam. During the practices, what I encourage students to do is to write neatly and highlight the question that they couldn't solve with the first attempt. In that way, during the revision period, they can only have a look at the highlighted questions rather than going through the entire notebooks. So that's the secret sauce. So in summary, the formula is that students must develop a daily studying habit, even if it is 30 minutes, for the success in mathematics. They should also focus on the reasoning rather than the answers. And finally, practices while trying questions in the classroom or doing homework questions is very important, and students must use those time to find out what I'm missing. Making mistakes as much as you can is a good thing during the practices. So I hope this video helped you guys better understand what my child has to learn and go through in order to become a successful learner in mathematics. These formula applies to every student who study mathematics, including students who's really trying to achieve the top end, and also the students who have learning difficulties. And so I hope this video helped you guys out. If you like this video, please subscribe and click that like button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.